Hey guys, how you doing? Do you like what I've done to the place? Anyway, sorry for the mess behind me. This is where I live. I'm ready to move. Okay, so I'm just saying. That's why this place looks like a trash hole. I'm moving out. First chance I get. Anyway, my next ET encounter happened in the 1990s and happened in Windsor and South Pacific. And had to do with the ETs, but it was astral travel with the ETs, and not with the ETs. The ETs were contacting someone spiritually, so they take their ship. Just this is how they do it to me, and I learned by this experience. This is what they do to other people. So I'm not the only one. I know that. What they do is the ETs will come down in a ship above your house. I don't know the height. Never really did. Spiritually, I'm lying in my bed. I can see the UFO. I switch. I can see the ETs inside of it. I switch vibes, switch sight, spiritual sight. And then they come down to your face and talk to your soul. And you freak out in your head. By freaking out means you're petrified in fear of them. That's the normal thing for me. That's how they do it. In this case, I was in living in Windsor, South Pacific. And let me just share my screen with you because I'm gonna share it on Google because I need Google to show you. So here we are in the South Pacific. There's Detroit, Windsor, Detroit. I was living right. Well, I don't know where I was living. This place was very confusing for streets, but somewhere in here, yeah, one of these side weird streets here, I was living. Just to give you an example, I think it was up by Eugene here, or I don't know, somewhere in there. Anyway, I was living there. One night I went to sleep, and I woke up at 3 in the morning. I went to sleep here, and I woke up at 3 in the morning over here somewhere inside somebody's house. So basically, I astral traveled from my house to their house. Now I knew where I was geography wise, like I knew I was in the South Pacific area, but I was in somebody's house, and I actually think I found the house once that I woke up in. Anyway, so I'm standing in this living room in this one of these houses here, and I'm like, what the hell? And I can feel the ETs in the sky above me. I can feel them, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Where am I? And because I'm supposed to be in my bedroom, but I'm astral traveling here to one of these houses, and it's all dark. It's in the living room, the couch, and the TV, and all of a sudden, this black guy walks down a hallway from his son's bedroom. I never did see his son. I never did see his son. He walked by, and he was angry as shit. And I fucking freaked out because here I am in a black man's house, and I think I'm gonna get shot, and rightly so. Because in normal reality, you can't do that. You just don't do that. But he walked right by me, and he walked by, and he sat on the couch, and he put his head in his hand, and he's going, "Oh, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I? What the fuck's going on?" And he was in that mental state, like crazy. And his son was being contacted by the ETs. Now his son was I don't know, a toddler, between a toddler and 10 years old, just starting to go to school, so to speak. And he was freaking out. The old man was freaking out. Like, he was really freaking out. And I walked over beside him and I said, "Dude," and he didn't respond to me. So I just started talking instinctively. "Don't worry about it. They're not going to hurt you. The ETs are not going to hurt you. They're just doing what they got to do. Your son is one of them." And I knew it. Your son is one of them on a soul level. And I'm explaining to him, to this guy, "Don't freak out. They're just talking to your son. They're not going to hurt him. They're not going to hurt you. They're not going to hurt anybody. They're just talking." And I said, "What you're feeling is the spiritual effects. That's all it is. Spiritual effects of the contact. And you feel it, and your son feels it, and your wife feels it, and your dog feels it, but you don't know what it is, and you're going crazy in your head." And I'm telling him this, and he's sitting there holding his head. He won't respond to me, but I was telling him. And it was really weird because here I am in somebody's house just down the same suburb that I'm living in, and I'm telling him I basically asked to travel there. I'm spiritually talking to him, but he's awake in a physical reality, and he can't hear me. And his soul could hear me. So I just talked. I just kept talking to him, reassuring him that it's going to be okay. That's going to, that type of stuff. Because on a soul level, his soul could hear me, but in his waking state, he couldn't hear me, but his soul could. So I reassured his soul that this is what was going on. They're just talking. They want to know things, and they're just talking to your son. Nothing's gonna happen to nobody. Everything's cool, man. Just don't freak out. Don't hurt anybody. Okay? And then I don't know what the hell happened after that. I woke back up in my body pretty much right after that. And the ETs were looking at me above my house, somewhere over here. The ETs were above the house, staring and looking at me. And I got it instantly. They told me basically with a download of information from him, from the ET to me. We were contacting the son, but we needed you to stabilize the father so he don't freak out and hurt anybody. More or less, that's what it was about. Because people go insane, and they wanted me to stabilize the dad while they contacted the son. I never did see his son physically, or spiritually, physically, or anything. I just knew he was in that room. And I was to watch over and take care of the dad. And that was it. That was the whole night. Now I spent weeks looking for this house around here somewhere. I think it was around here on this side. Parent Ave, somewhere. I remember, this round. The houses were like round, not round houses, but then it's turn around here, something like that. So I drove my bike home from work every day down this road and was looking for the house with the black people. And one day I saw a black kid, riding his bike. And I saw the old man working on the car or the garage or something. I drove by and I said, holy shit, right. And I'm like, that's him, man. That's the family. I didn't say a goddamn thing to him. Didn't even wave to him. They didn't see me. I didn't see them. But I got the instinct in my head. Even if it wasn't the family, it sure hit me hard. Anyway, I was like satisfied with my search. Whatever, you can go on all day about it. But so that was cool. That woke me up. It woke me up to what they were doing to me my whole life. They needed me to take care of the dad, to talk to the dad, talk him down. And that was pretty cool. The next thing that happened on South Pacific Ave, that was the main street. I lived on Eugene or one of these streets somewhere around here. I went to bed at night, a different time. Was within the same year, because we were only at the house for about a year, a summer and a winter, and in the spring we moved. I go to sleep at night, and I wake up in. I'll show you. I knew where exactly I was. Let me show you. So remember that red dot? That's where I live, more or less. I woke up in right around here. I woke up and I'm standing in a trailer park, and there were woods around. It wasn't really a trailer park. There was a trailer house, but just one. And there were trees. And I'm standing there and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And I knew I was in Ohio on the other side of Lake Erie, but I couldn't figure out where I was. Like it felt this land. I felt like I was here. Yeah. It could have been anywhere along here. Anyway, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, the door opens up on the RV, or not the RV, the trailer park house. And the door opens up, and it's nighttime, and the ETs are above me. They're above me, and I'm astral traveling. I didn't know where I was. I just woke up there. I just like, holy shit. And this guy runs out, and he has a rifle, and he points it in the sky, and he's looking out his door, and he's looking in the sky for the UFO. Because I'm feeling the fucking UFO. I'm feeling the ETs. This guy's feeling the ETs. And all of a sudden I said, dude, don't shoot him. I'm like, don't shoot. They're not here to do anything bad. Don't shoot. He's fucking terrified. And all of a sudden he runs out of the house. He runs out of the trailer park, or runs out of the trailer through the lot along his house, because he's running alongside the house. And then he runs to the trees. And I'm screaming at him, don't shoot. And he don't hear me. I'm standing right beside him. He was a redneck, some redneck guy. I wouldn't want to fuck with him, but he wasn't listening to me. I was screaming at him, "Don't fucking shoot, man! Don't shoot, brother!" And he's underneath the trees now, and he's looking to shoot the ETs. He's pointing the gun in the sky from underneath the tree, but I don't think he can see the UFO because it's probably cloaked. But spiritually, you can feel the ETs in the sky, and it's that bad. And I'm thinking to myself, well, is this guy astral traveling like me? And I go, no, he ain't, because he would hear me if he was. So I'm seeing him in the physical. So I have to orientate my fucking head to what's going on around me. And I don't know if the guy is in the astral state or the physical state. He was in the physical state, and he's running around a fucking woodlot with a fucking rifle ready to shoot the goddamn aliens. And I just kept yelling at him, "Don't shoot the fucking aliens! Don't shoot!" Anyway, he ran into the woods, into the woodlot. I guess it was black in there. He knew where he was going. I wasn't going in behind him, and that was it. Basically, I said, They're here to talk to you. They're here to talk to you. What are you fucking shooting them for? You don't gotta fucking shoot them." And he wouldn't listen to me. Didn't respond. I'm assuming his soul heard me, and the whole reason I was put there was to calm this guy down so they don't shoot him. So he don't shoot them. Anyway, I think the ETs never made contact with him like they wanted to, because he woke up and grabbed his gun, started running around the fucking woods, ran out the door, ran around in the woods looking for the ETs to shoot him. Now, the ET contacts I've always had were, you lay in bed, you're paralyzed, you can't move, you can't do nothing, and the ETs do their thing to your soul. They talk to your soul, and that's pretty much it. When it comes to contacts that I've had, and it was around Port Clinton, Oak Harbor, Port Clinton, somewhere around in there. And so I remember it was right across the lake. And a lot of my ETs, okay, Chatham's here. When I was growing up, all the UFOs I seen come this way. Follow my cursor. They come right down, right over Toledo. It seemed like right over Toledo. They come right over, what the hell is this? Port Colborne or whatever. Yeah, there it is. They come right over Colchester. Colchester there. This is the route they always took, because I'd watch them fucking fly with my mind's eye. I knew the route they took from Toledo, over the land of Toledo, over Toledo, through Colchester, right here, and straight on to my house, which was in Chatham on Park Ave. I'll take you there right now. I know where it is. Park Ave, okay. West. And that's the route they took all the time, man. All the time. I think your street. Here we are. Right there is my house. It's still my house. I still asked to travel there today. That's it. 447. I asked to travel right here to this house. That's where I grew up, man. And I fucking saw so many UFOs. But anyway, I just thought I'd put that in there to show you guys what happened to me. Why can't I get this open? Oh, stop share. That's what happened. Can't prove it, but that's what happened. And I went to help other people during their contacts, spiritual contacts, but in spirit, it's weird, it's different. According to Jesus Christ, we're living in an illusion. Plain and simple. We're wrapped up in a body. The body's wrapped up around us. We live within the body. And whatever, it's spiritual. But it's a physical reality. The physical reality is called the illusion. Why, I don't know yet. I ain't figured that one out. Why Christ calls it the illusion. He calls everything illusion. But I call it the meat world, so people can understand where I'm coming from. Because when I talk to Christ and my kids and spirit people, I want to let them know I'm talking from my ego perception, which is in the meat world. So I'm talking from the meat world. They interpret it as the illusion. Anyway, that's my encounters with the ETs, helping out people during their ET contacts. So cool. And the effects. One thing I want to point out, and I have other videos about this, the effects of you have a ET contact, it affects all the people around you, closest to you. I have, I'm in Chatham. Okay. I used to have ET contacts in Chatham, and it would terrify me so bad. My friend, who I never talked to, Glenn, my sister, who lives in Vancouver, 4,000 miles away, Glenn, 3,000 miles away, he lives in Alberta. I'm in Ontario, and I haven't talked to them in a long time. They call me up the next day. What the hell happened to you, man? You all right? I'm like, I had a fucking dream you were being raped by aliens and you're in freaking out. My sister, we had so many contacts like that. We compared notes the next day. Now she calls me up or we talk. We used to talk. We haven't talked. I haven't had a contact in a long time. But she called me up. Did they get you last night? I thought they were coming after me. She's a fucking Victoria, BC. It's crazy, man. That's how much the ETs affect on a soul level the people around you. All the people. The problem is most people won't talk about it. Won't talk about the dream. They'll say the only way they'll talk about it was I had a dream you were being contacted by aliens. But it has to be a dream. It's not fucking reality. It's not because it's a dream. But it ain't a fucking dream. The aliens are contacting me. But you think it's a dream. But it's fucking real. And you ain't gonna know it's real until they contact you. It's fucked up, man. That's the way it goes down. Every time. I have one with Linda and Woodsley, Ontario, when I was living with their family. And the ETs contacted me one night. Bill got up. Linda had a dream a UFO exploded in the backyard, caught fire, and set the forest on fire in Woodsley. And her husband, Bill, thought my mom came over, was looking for me. So he woke up in reality, got up in the middle of the night, got a hold of Linda. She slept upstairs. Bill couldn't make it upstairs. Contact, hey, hey, tell Rich's mom, he should be in his bedroom. He should be in his bedroom. Linda's like, what the hell are you talking about? Isn't Rich's mom here? Mom was the ET, the female ET, came to see me. Bill had a dream, woke up, and thought my mom was coming to get me, and there was a medical emergency or something. It's so fucked up, man. And Linda, at the same time, is having a dream. The UFO explodes in the backyard and sets fire to the trees and shit. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there. I woke up with the ET in my face, and I'm just holy shit. And she came right in spiritually, came right into the house, walked into the room. That's when Bill freaked out in his spirit, and that's when Linda freaked out in her spirit. Linda thought a UFO crashed, dreamt a UFO crashed in the backyard. Bill thought it was my mom walking around the house trying to find me. He got a hold of Linda in physical reality, woke her up. Rich's mom's here. Oh, it's important. She's like, Bill, fucking Rich's mom's not here. No one's here. Go back to bed. You had a dream. Oh, okay. They're old people, you know. It's fucking crazy, man. That's how it goes down when the ETs contact you. Anyway, guys, I don't make this video too long. Shed some light on ET contacts from spirit world. I think a lot of people have spiritual contacts, but it's so fucking real, they think it's in reality. And that explains walking through the walls. I walked through the wall. They floated me out through the wall. They floated me out the window. They floated me up to the ship. I've had all that. Spiritual. It was spiritual. They take you out of your body up to the ship. But if you wake up in your head, you're fucking terrified. Anyway, guys, gotta go. If you're having contacts, I hope that helped you out. Pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. What's going on around you? Later, guys.